Hello Aquarius, this is your April forecast. Well, it's a big month because we're still in the eclipse season. It started last month in March on the 20th when we had that powerful new moon solar eclipse in Pisces, which happened here in your second house of money and finance. And it's always important to look at the pair of houses that are affected by these eclipses, because eclipses can actually have effect for up to 6 months afterwards. They're very, very powerful moons. And so on April the 4th, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. And this is happening for you, Aquarius, up here in your 9th house. So the houses affected by the eclipses are the second house of money and finance. And so changes happening there, opportunities for you to reevaluate your finances, to reevaluate what you charge for your services, what you feel you're worth, and also to maybe look at new and different ways of creating money in your life. And then with this full moon lunar eclipse, it's a very powerful lunar eclipse simply because it's aspecting this Pluto-Uranus square, which I've been talking about for years. And at the same time, this Pluto is square to the moon and the Uranus is opposite this moon. So I'm anticipating that this is going to be rather an emotional time. The emotions will be triggered and coming up to the surface. So don't run from them, don't suppress them, allow them to come out so that they can point you in a new direction. Very often when you're going through some really difficult emotions, that's a sign, it's a wake-up call to do something differently. And this 9th house for you here, well, it's time to expand your horizons. Where are you looking at something maybe from too small an angle? Maybe you need to look at it from a wider lens, and then you get more information. It's a time to look at studying, learning, sharing information. Maybe it's a time really, maybe you've been resisting doing an extra qualification or some exams or certification. Maybe it's time to do that. And these things will all come to light at this time. Your spiritual growth, your path, where you want to take your life, the meaning of your life. What areas of your life you may be questioning are just meaningless, and where can I inject more meaning into my life? That too may come up from this eclipse. Now on the 6th, we've got the Sun conjunct to Uranus, which is surprises. And especially with it happening in your 3rd house, Aquarius, you may come up with an ingenious idea. And by nature, you are problem solvers, but this could be just a real winner. And you may have a chance encounter, a surprise get-together, a surprise party, a surprise celebration, or just meeting a surprise friend by accident. Now, Jupiter has been retrograde since December. It's the planet that rules good fortune, abundance, growth. And on the 8th of April, it goes direct. And it's direct until the beginning of August. So for you, Aquarius, it's in your 7th house of relationships. So maybe there's been a stuckness in a relationship, or more than one relationship. Maybe something's, you've had something, a negotiation or something that looked like it was going forward and it's been on hold. Now that Jupiter goes direct, things can start moving again, especially in this area of relationships for you. Something new coming in, an opportunity, an interesting person, an interesting encounter. And for the first 11 days of the month, we've got Venus and Mars here in your 4th house of home and family. So this is a great time for doing something nice around the home, for making peace with any family members where peace may need to be made. It's also just a nice time to make your environment and your surroundings more into the way you want them. Maybe you're going to do something in the garden, maybe you do something with your interior, maybe you even just move the furniture. Or you may start a business from home. This would be good aspects for doing it. Now on the 12th of April, we've got Venus moving into your 5th house of romance. So this can bring a romance, certainly. It brings some pleasure, some fun, some enjoyment, some creativity. It's just a lovely placement for Venus, and it'll bring out the child within, the playfulness, the gratitude for what you've got in your life, and really finding ways to enjoy the simple things. On April 15th, we've got Mercury coming into this house of home and family. So maybe there's something that needs to be communicated, needs to be said. And this would be a very good time to do some writing, to publish writing, to write from home, to write some stories, and to communicate things that you've learned emotionally that may benefit other people. On April the 18th, we've got a lovely new moon in Aries. And this new moon for you is happening here in this third house. So, new opportunities for creating a social circle, people around you, new opportunities for studying, for learning, for teaching, for coaching, for sharing information, for writing. I mean, this is a great opportunity for any kind of social networking, for connecting with people, for publicity, for selling something, for negotiating. This new moon brings in a lot of new positive energy for you. And on the 21st of the month, the sun comes into this fourth house of home again, shining a light, maybe some of you wanting to move, planning on moving, planning on changing your home and your family situation. But it's shining a light on you being happy with your environment, and how can you, and if you're not, it's going to show you ways in which you can change that and create the environment you want. And on April the 22nd, we've got a very nice aspect, a lovely benign aspect between Venus and Jupiter. The nice, benign, lovely, you might be celebrating with friends, you might be invited out to a party. It's a lovely aspect for romance, for pleasure, for just enjoying being with somebody in just a fun way. So that's the bit of lightness this month. Everything else, of course, is still going on. And I just want to thank so many of you who got in touch with me, who sent flowers, cards, poems, healing energies, positive thoughts. You made such a huge difference to me, and I am so very grateful. Thank you. Have a great month. Bye for now.